Numbers in the voter registration weekends. He says this shows the youth is prepared to take a part in how this country is governed. We now bring you the President's address.
Over the two voter registration weekends hosted by the Independent Electoral Commission, over 6.6 million citizens visited voting stations, with 1.3 million of them being new registrations. Almost 80% of these were young people under the age of 30. We congratulate our youth for their interest in participating in how their country is governed. Local government is everybody's business. It's not the business of others and not others, because it is where the majority of us and all of us live. That's where we feel the government. That's why those who are elected, they must be very much clear that they are there for the people, not for themselves. We urge all South Africans to come out in their numbers on the 3rd of August 2016 to exercise their voting right to determine the direction of the country at the level of municipalities, the local government. While we celebrate our achievements in the local government sphere over the last 15 years, we also have a firm eye on the future. The United Nations estimates that over 70% of the South African population will live in urban areas by 2030, with this figure increasing to almost 80% by 2050. The Integrated Urban Development Framework, IUDF, approved by Cabinet yesterday, offers a new deal for the South Africa's towns and cities. The IUDF espouses the vision of creating livable, safe, resources efficient cities and towns that are socially integrated, economically inclusive, and globally competitive, where residents actively participate in urban life. We cannot afford to have people spending hours each day transporting themselves to and from work. We cannot afford to have urban areas that are unsafe and hostile to our citizens. We cannot afford to live in urban space that are not economically inclusive. The IUDF has 4 overall strategic goals aimed at transforming apartheid's spatial legacy to an urban future which is inclusive, resilient, and livable. These are spatial integration to forge new spatial forms in settlement, transport, social and economic areas. inclusion and access. That is, to ensure people have access to social and economic services, opportunities, and choices. Growth, that is, to harness urban dynamism for inclusive, sustainable economic growth and governance, that is, to enhance the capacity of the state and its citizens to work together to achieve special social integration. Since cities are now the engines of economic growth, the IUDF is our blueprint for a better future for all South Africans. Compatriots, the winter initiation session is upon us. The Department of Traditional Affairs has mobilized all stakeholders, including the South African Police Services, the National Prosecuting Authority, Department of Health, traditional leaders, and communities to ensure that we carry out our policy of zero tolerance for initiation deaths. We congratulate the Limpopo province on their achievement of ensuring no death during the initiation session. Well done. We urge all provinces to intensify their efforts to achieve this. Fellow South Africans, let me reiterate that South Africa is a great success story. We have our challenges, however, the positive attributes of our country far outweigh those challenges. As a country, comparatively speaking, we are doing very well. We are trying to solve all problems that were not created by us, but by oppression, apartheid, and colonialism. People today speak as if we created the current problems. No, we are solving the current problems that were created by colonialism and apartheid. Let us point out the challenges so that we can be able to fix them. But in doing so, let us not lose sight of the achievements that we have all scored working together under difficult conditions. Let us not allow those who have decided to ignore the achievements of our beautiful country to make us think we are a failure as a nation, a country, and people. We have done very well in 22 years. If you look at the history of our countries in our continent, you will not find a country in 20 years that did what we have done. We have consistently remained focused in the main on the side of the poor. And our policies are indeed addressing the problems of the poor. Of course, there are challenges, like in any situation. Yes, we have done well, and will continue to do well until we reach our destination, a truly united, non-racial, non-sexist, and prosperous South Africa, which is accurately described in the National Development Plan. We have a plan, we know where we are going as a country, but nothing can be done on a single day. We cannot find somebody who grows on a single day. You can't give birth to a child in the morning and then in the afternoon he's an old man. It's not possible. A child is born, nurtured, grown, all stages, and all stages are important until they become adult. In no way you can say, because I need a man or a woman in this house, I'm going to give birth in the morning, by afternoon there will be a woman or a man. Not possible. That's against science. That's against the laws of God. South Africa is just 22 years. Imagine if it was a human being. You would still be trying to help to grow. But we have done very well in the 20 years, 2 decades. Bayesu, we wish you a happy Freedom Day today. Just recognize the fact that the government has taken a decision not to celebrate this important day only at the seat of government in Pretoria, wherein other citizens don't have an opportunity to come together to celebrate. We decided to take it out, and we chose Limpopo, Giyani, as the first place. There are very good reasons we did so. So you must welcome and cherish this. We will be taking it to other provinces in future, but we're the first to enjoy this. Congratulations, Limpopo. Congratulations, Giyani. Let us continue working together to move South Africa forward. Let us love our country as we love ourselves. Let us make it a beautiful country. It is a beautiful country. The power is in our hands, where we want to take South Africa to. Each time we celebrate, we must know this country is growing to be an adult. Thank you very much to the leaders who led us, Nelson Mandela and others.
And that was President Jacob Zuma addressing the Freedom Day national celebrations in Giyani in Limpopo.